Tesla stock is already on its way to Mars. There are multiple reasons for this, but the main one we're going to talk about today is the 5-to-1 stock split. Hey guys, this is Flying Money. So on August 11th, Tesla released a statement saying that the board of directors has approved a 5-for-1 split of Tesla's common stock to make stock ownership more accessible to employees and investors. Each stockholder on August 21st will receive a dividend of 4 additional shares of common stock for each then held share to be distributed after the close of trading on August 28th. Trading will begin on a stock split adjusted basis on August 31st. So put simply, all this means is that every share of Tesla that you now own, which is hopefully at least one, is now going to be worth 5 shares. So if you currently own 5 shares of Tesla, by the end of the month, you will own 25 shares. So obviously this does not mean that you're going to magically get 4 shares of Tesla for free, and this is because the price is going to be cut by 5, hence the 5-for-1 stock split. So if you own 1 share of Tesla at roughly $1,500, then on August 31st, you will own 5 shares and each share will be worth $300. Your equity of $1,500 is unchanged. You just get to brag now that you have 5 shares instead of 1 lonely share. So again, these additional shares will be distributed on the 28th, and the stock price will be around the $300 range on the 31st. As you can already see from the 13% gains the day after the announcement, this is probably going to be a good thing for the stock. At the time of this recording, it was already up an additional 5% to around $1,630. So although stock splits have no effect on the actual value of the stock, many studies show that stock splits result in higher performance. Now, this should be taken with a grain of salt because a company usually does a stock split when the stock has been performing well and has therefore gotten really expensive in terms of a simple dollar amount, regardless of valuation. And if the stock was performing well in order to get to that point in the first place, then it's probably going to continue to perform well after the split. 2 separate studies from 1996 and 2003 found price performance of split stocks outperformed the market by 8% during the year following the split and by 12% over the next 3 years following the split. These studies by the University of Illinois analyzed over 1,000 stocks for each study, including 2-for-1, 3-for-1, and 4-for-1 stock splits. So Tesla specifically said in their press release that they were doing the stock split in order to make the stock more accessible to employees and investors. A common talking point that you will hear with the current stock splits going on with Apple and now Tesla is that many brokerages like Robinhood now offer partial shares or fractional shares. So doing a stock split should have no effect on the number of retail investors entering the stock, since they can already buy $1 of Tesla if they want to. So I partially agree with this point, but it's overlooking the psychology of money. Most people would rather say that they own at least 1 share of Tesla as opposed to 0.2 shares of Tesla. There's a psychological factor there that is just human nature. There's also a huge psychological barrier of paying $1,500 for one of something versus $300 for one of that same thing. Some brokerages in the US and many international ones also don't offer fractional shares. So there's no doubt that a split is going to open the door for a number of new investors. Yes, there is no change to the intrinsic value of the stock. Tesla's market cap will still be around $300 billion after the split, but a lot more people, especially young investors with not that much in their savings, are going to gladly jump on the Tesla bandwagon after eyeing it for a while when they see a $300 price tag. Now, this is only one of many reasons why Tesla stock is probably going to the moon over the next year. Obviously, this is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but let's look at a few of those factors. So, as many of you know, Tesla recently posted a Q2 profit, resulting in 4 consecutive quarters of profitability, which is likely to lead them to be added to the S&P 500 in the next couple of months. When a stock is added to the S&P 500, the funds that track that index have to purchase shares in order to continue to accurately track the index. So this will most likely result in an increase in price as these shares are being purchased, especially since the funds tracking the index will need to buy roughly $30 billion worth of Tesla stock unless they have already started purchasing shares in private accounts. This inclusion could also be announced around the same time that the stock split actually occurs. In addition to that, Tesla is holding its annual shareholders meeting and the highly anticipated Battery Day on September 22nd. where they will likely announce a dry electrode battery technology, as well as show off a new battery production facility that will help solve its battery constraints. We have the Texas Gigafactory being built, where they are hiring a ton of people to begin production on the Tesla Semi and Tesla Cybertruck. Both of these trucks are going to absolutely dominate the trucking industry, unlike the Theranos twin Nikola. We also have Phase 1 of Giga Berlin happening, as well as Phase 2 of Giga Shanghai. And to top it all off, the Q3 delivery numbers are going to come out soon as well. So if they are added to the S&P 500, Tesla will be the largest company by market cap ever to be added. And as far as I know, it's the first time that a company will be added at the same time it is going through a stock split and announcing a new breakthrough technology. So this trifecta is going to do wonders for the stock. It already is doing wonders, but it's probably going to continue to do wonders for the stock. Let's just be honest. There is no gravity for Tesla stock anymore. It has latched onto a SpaceX rocket and it is going to Mars. So when is a good time to get into Tesla? Again, this is not financial advice, it's just my personal opinion, but if you're a long-term investor, the right time is anytime. There is Tesla Solar in energy, which a lot of people overlook, and that's going to become more and more prominent over the next few years. There's also Tesla Insurance, which can be priced much more affordably than traditional insurance, since they have the data from the car to decide how safe of a driver you are and how often you're using the autopilot, which is much safer than a human driver. Do your own research, but I think that Tesla is light years ahead of any hint of a competition. They have no competition. Their battery technology is superior, and that will become even clearer after Battery Day. Their autopilot data for autonomous driving is growing ridiculously fast. They have over 3 billion, with a B, miles of autonomous driving data, while the closest competitor, Waymo, only has about 20 million miles. So Tesla has 15,000 times the amount of data, and Waymo is paying for these miles, unlike Tesla, who just collects data from their customers' cars when an intervention is required. This free data is then used to train the neural net, and new and improved updates are wirelessly sent to your car like an update on an iPhone. It's absolutely nuts. Tesla is a technology company. They are also shooting to maintain 50% growth year over year and produce 4 million vehicles in 2025, which would be 21 million vehicles in 2030. To say that they do not have a moat in the electric vehicle space is preposterous. It's 2020 and nobody has produced a mass production car that competes with the Model S of 2012 in terms of price point, performance, and range. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a new channel, but personally I am sick of people asking me to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, so do whatever you want, and hopefully I'll see you next time. If you're just getting into investing and want a free stock from Robinhood, you can join with the link down below. Also, if you create a Webull account with the link down below and fund it with at least $100, you can receive 2 free stocks, with one of them being valued up to $1,400. See ya!